Emotional trauma can be very difficult to cope with or recover from. Deon Aaron with Rivendell Behavioral Health Services of Arkansas is here for this week's Therapeutic Thursday to talk about trauma and ways to recover. Deon, it's always so great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's just generally talk about trauma. What is it?
Well, trauma is the good thing about trauma is experience that is stressful, but not just regular, very stressful, frightening, or disturbing. And because you have this emotion, it's an emotional response to those feelings. It can be very, you feel like you can't cope with it, or you feel like you don't have any control. So when something is so frightening and so stressful that you feel like you don't have any control, your body has this natural response. Or it can be something terrible that happens. Like that could be a crime, an accident, a natural disaster, witnessing violence, or somebody doing something violent to you. Any kind of abuse, maybe physical, sexual, or emotional. Neglect, experiencing or witnessing a death of a loved one, or someone that may have been in war. All those things can be traumatic. So it can happen once, or it can happen multiple times.
It sounds like it's something that's just a complete shock to your system.
Yes.
So what are some common signs a person may be reacting to that trauma?
Well, when a person is having trauma, they will lose hope for the future, feeling distant. Sometimes people will not be able to concentrate or make decisions, feeling jumpy, and getting startled easily at sudden noises or certain sounds that trigger them, feeling on guard all the time. They're just always feeling alert. They try to avoid situations that remind them of the trauma, or people, places, or any situation that makes them think about that trauma, or re-experiencing the fear of that trauma at different points in the day.
Can people ever heal from trauma? Does it ever go away?
Well, that's the tricky part. Trauma may not completely go away, but with the right support and treatment, individuals can learn to manage it and try to reduce the impact of the trauma. So you heal gradual. It's a slow process, but we have these techniques and we have these different models of therapy that we use. One is eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. You'll hear a lot of people talk about that, especially veterans. It's EMDR for short. Cognitive therapy, somatic therapy, exposure therapy, systematic desensitization, where a person is put back in that position in a safe environment till they can sort of learn how to cope with it. Exposure therapy, meditation, yoga. Some people do breath work. Some people even have to do medication.
Well, of course, if someone needs professional help, what's the best way to reach out and get that help? Well,
for us, the best way for them to get the help is to call Rivendell toll-free at 1-800-264-5640, or they can call us at 501-316-1255. We have our inpatient treatment when a person is, even in this specific situation, the trauma is so bad, they just can't function, they can't go to work, they can't be around family or friends. And if they need our partial hospitalization program, it's an outpatient program, and it's more intensive than just regular outpatient therapy, and we offer that program. So really, they just need to call us for a free assessment, 24 hours a day.
Perfect. Deon, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank
and
you.
as always, viewers, we want to let you know that we're always taking your mental health questions for our panel to answer. All you have to do is email tt@katv.com, and we'll choose some to talk about each month. We'll have more Channel 7 News after this break.